me answer it from the ThinkPad point of view. Then AGX is a completely different class of the processors which we are using. But you mentioned the AI, which is, again, very important thing, because what I would like to highlight, if you would purchase the device, you are purchasing the future-proof device. So what we are expecting, the performance is going to get better actually over the time. It sounds crazy, but if you think in the market, we have 18,000 ISVs. Okay, so put yourself into the shoes, into the software developers. When they will see that in the market, the share of the 50 plus top CPUs devices is growing, they will start to rewrite their application to leverage on the NPU. So to be completely transparent with you, not all the applications today are running on the NPU because they are not rewritten. But I know that our partners from AMD, they are closely working with something which we call Onyx or OpenVINO, which is basically the open application platform interference, which is allowing the ISVs to rewrite their application to leverage on the NPU. So this process will take certain period of the time, but basically, I would say the magic of the AI for the large enterprise customers is going to happen also in the background, because they are using the custom images. There are many security agents, Sentinel-1, Buffer Zone. All of these will be running on the NPU one day, so you will extend your battery autonomy, which will be definitely longer versus the previous devices which we had in the market. In terms of the AGX, Vinay, maybe you can comment on that one, because that's, I believe, more 480 dBFE5 panel. And this is something which is unique to Lenovo. It's not yet in the market. So the solution is basically when you make the entry panel is normally 3 millimeters thick. That 3 millimeters allow you to put into between the 3M filter diffuser from our M3 partner. What it does basically, it reduces the power consumption by 6% because it's preventing to lose the portion of the light which is emanated by the backlight of the keyboard of the panel in the background. So that's another big improvement in terms of the battery saving. Then, of course, there is a magic which is provided by our partners from AMD when it comes to the efficiency of the device, but mainly the panel, because when you use on the notebook, obviously, unless you are the type of the user working with the closely, that's something which is always on. So increasing the brightness and reducing the power consumption is definitely something which improved to the battery autonomy. Now, also the previous question, when you are asking for the specific data, I would welcome you to go to the psref.com, Lenovo, and you can basically take the T14s Gen 4 powered by the AMD Phoenix technology versus this one, and you have a mobile mark 2014 or whatsoever the benchmarks, and there is the result. It's limited to 21 watt TDP. Okay. Of course, we could go higher, but normally you need to do the trade-offs. So the trade-offs would be bigger fan, which would increase the weight, but this is a device focusing on the business leaders who are on the go, number one. Number two, what we could do is basically increasing the skin temperature, which we don't want to do. People hate when the device is overheating. Or number three, we could increase so-called what we call the acoustic limit. It's the size of how quickly the fan can spin off, but normally we try to keep it around the 25 decibels, 35 decibels. About it would be comfortable use for the professional users, and it's going more into the mobile workstations. This is definitely not something which we are at the stage of the launch, so I cannot comment on that one. And honestly, I'm not even personally aware of the offering when it comes to the ARM chips with the NVIDIA. So right now, our full focus is basically launching the AI portfolio with AMD. And the main reason is what was also mentioned by Andrea Menashe. The AI is not just about the single device, it's about the full ecosystem. So that's the reason why we are here with the AMD, because after NVIDIA, correct me if I'm wrong, Vinay, AMD is number 2 when it comes to the data centers, and the true AI is running in the data centers. Then very important part is happening when it comes to the learning and training of the AI, which again, we have a wonderful system, again with AMD P8 mobile workstation and P6020 workstation, which are desktop workstation, coming also with NVIDIA GPU inside, so it's a combination of both, because we need to be really transparent. The NVIDIA, yes, they are the leader when it comes to the AI, but also AMD is a very strong player there. And then once you have a fine-tuned model and you waterfall it to your commercial device, then you have the devices like this, which is the first one here, but again, we are looking forward to expand the portfolio in the upcoming months, as was suggested also by SK. So I think having this pocket to cloud full ecosystem when it comes to the AI, this is right now for the user also the most important thing, because you will have the things which is designed on the AMD servers, fine-tuned on the AMD workstation, and used on the AMD systems. And maybe, if I may, Vina, you can elaborate how your technology is waterfalling from the servers down to the client PC. We're bringing AI now. And to be fair, yes, it's not leveraging on the NPU now. And the reason is that mainly when it comes to any application, which we even put on ThinkPad, we don't do it from one day to another day. There is multiple testing, making sure that the security is not exposed for our commercial customers and so on. So when we started to develop the AI now, roughly 2 years ago, there was basically no processors in the market with the NPU. But we knew that the trend is coming, so we had to build something. The beauty of AI now is that it's completely running on premises. So obviously the size of the LLM is not going to be the same size as the Copilot Plus on the Microsoft servers it's using, so we cannot make that comparison. But the beauty of it is, and I give you a specific example how I use it recently. We had a large deal for one of the Asian banks, and they asked us to provide the feedback, Gartner, Forrester groups, basically these studies. These documents are normally very large, 100 pages. In the old days, if the sales or someone from SK's team is asking me, give me the summary of that one, I had to manually go through it, Control F, and finding it. Now, I use the AI now, and actually I upload it to the demos there, and you have like a knowledge database, and you ask the question. And I just ask the question, give me a summary of the report, and give me a summary of all